Hi guys, so today I'm going to be going over two games that I was playing. One of them is using my guide, which was pretty effective, I'd say. And I figured maybe some live examples would help you guys learn how to play better. So, without further ado, let's get into the game. So, I go 147, and the reason I pick 4, even though he sucks, he doesn't suck, but he's in my tier. So the reason why I pick a tier 3 player is because now I can triangle with Medusa, who's in seat 7, that's Sex God Medusa. So you go 1-4, 4-7, 7-1, and now Medusa gets to play 2 govs, and because he's now he's in a position, because he's fascist, where he has to bring other people into the game, like this guy, by conflicting or playing a red, unless Bolty does it. Either way, they're both gonna get taken out. Because of my guide. So yeah, I go 1-4, 4-7, 7-1, so that Medusa plays twice. My first 1-4 doesn't pass. It gets hard 9'd, unfortunately. So this gets Yawed instead because my gov got 9. But I look really liberal now because my gov didn't pass. Because and I'll explain to you why that is. That's because if I was fascist, my fascists wouldn't want to give up their own fascist gov, so they'd probably Yawed anyways, even though it was off meta. So yeah, me only getting 2 yaws makes me look really good. So yeah, 2-6 happens, and it's blue. That's whatever's. Kind of lame, not really real meta. And then 4-7 gets in game, which is good. That's RRR. Raccoon plays, I 9 that shit. Secret Lib plays a gov. It gets passed. That's RBB, and I ask for 7-1 so I can kind of get the Gio Meta back in game, because my guide made me look really liberal because he got 9, and my meta kind of went off the course for a bit, but now that one of those govs was red, it's back in. Actually, it was both these gov, but still, because of the votes, I'm back in play. 7-1 happens, and a blue gets played, and now we're up 3-1 thanks to the Geo guide. So I'm president, pick Bolty, and then this is where the Geo guide really shines. Watch this. 4-3 passes, boom. FFL, 2 fascists in the lib. Bolty gives me Im, and then boom. I comp him, and I Im Medusa fascist. And just like that, the Geo guide has taken 2 out of the 3 fascists out of the game, and now liberals have a great win rate thanks to the guide. So yeah, that happens, and we keep playing. Whatever his name is, Rivestar gets a gov, I think. Whatever his name is, he gets RRR, and this is when a fatal mistake happens. As you can see, this game looks very good for liberals because 2 fascists are out of play thanks to the Geo guide. But whoever this player is, he's kind of new. Don't really know who he is. I think it's Rivestar. Yeah, he gets RRR, and because he's kind of new, he just throws the SC. I didn't have votes, so he threw the special election on me so that people can TD. I think. I don't really know why he did that. I think he wanted people to top deck maybe, but the problem with this is that when you make an SC, you need to have votes. So a confirmed liberal needs to SC someone before you can SC them, like by clicking on them. And by SC them, I mean a confirmed liberal needs to say in chat, I SC1, or something like that before you can SC you. And no one did. So Rivestar essentially just wasted the SC. I think it's because he's like a new player or something. I'll make videos on how to like SC and stuff later, but you really shouldn't be doing this. He essentially outed himself fascist. And now a very likely game that would be won for liberals thanks to the Geo guide is now looking like more like a fascist win thanks to Rivestar during the SC like that. So anyways, these govs get 9, we TD, 6-2 happens, and it's RBB, which is sad. because now there's only one blue left in deck. We TD again, and now someone, and because the tracker's on 3-4-5 after TD, someone in 3-4-5 is going to need to play, and because Rivestar outed himself Fascist, he is not going to be able to play, and Fascists are going to win. Raccoon gets Gov, plays with Secret Lib, and he does not veto RRR, and the Fascists win the game. Besides Rivestar's obvious error during the SC, this was a very, very well played game for Liberals. The Gio guide took 2 Fascists out of the game very, very early. This game had a very high win rate for Liberals. It's just Rivestar kind of threw it away. You know, that happens. I was new once too. It's whatever. And now I have a new game to go over. This one uses the lane meta because I'm not in seat 1. I can't do the proper meta, and this guy's a fascist. He's not gonna do the Gio meta because he wants the fascists to win. So he goes 1-5 and overclaims. This guy goes 2-6. R big comps, the usuals. And I yaw 3-7 here for reads because you can kind of read votes when you yaw stuff like this and see why the other people are yawing. And when it passes, you get a lot of info. So yeah, they drop a blue, and Isaac ends Medusa Liberal. My Gov gets 9, unfortunately, 3-4. And this guy didn't follow Golden Rule, but maybe, you know, it's pre-HC, you don't really have to follow Golden Rule, so he doesn't have to vote with him, but he probably should. 6-1 is blue. Rivestar gets president, he gets 9. And then Medusa nominates me as chance, so I think he was trying to cheat me or something by bringing me into the game. Maybe he thinks I like him. And that's blue. And then Decima gets a Gov, and it's RRR. And then this is the pivotal point of the game where Liberals win or lose, and this is the SC. And no one really wanted to SC me because I only had 1 Gov. So Kusif was outing Liberal on chat because one was calling me fascist for no reason. Kusif was like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a lib out." And Medusa was very obviously sheeping, I think, because when he's like trying to sheep me and other like green players, he gets really smug because he really enjoys feeling smarter than other people and like outsmarting them. And I could kind of see how smug he was getting, because normally when he's Liberal and he's trying to get a seat, he's usually really desperate and sad, but not in this case. He was very smug, and that's usually a read that he's probably fascist, so I didn't like him. But Rivestar SC'd 7, unfortunately, even though I SC'd 5. And then Daddy Riddler, whatever his name is, I think his name's Source Talk or something, also SC'd 7. And then eventually Decima SC'd 7 too. Yep. Yeah, so Rivestar SC'd 7 first, then Riddler. And I mean, once Rivestar SC'd 7, the game was lost. 7 gets president, he can pick Hitler or kill a Liberal. And yep, he gets gun, kills Kusif, who is Lib. I should have probably top decked at this point, but I decided to maybe go for a 3v's defest. I didn't think Decima was Hitler, like openly shitting me like that for no reason, especially when 6 and Daddy Riddler were seeing 7 for no reason, but he was. I'm pretty sure the top decks were red anyways, so it was a confirmed loss. Once Rivestar Etsy Sex God Medusa, we had no chance. Very sad. Besides that though, I think I did a pretty good job yelling 3-7 and stuff like that. You know, that's kind of the Gio Meta because we're getting 7 in play early, which is good. So yeah, I did pretty good those 2 games, but yeah, unfortunately, and I have kind of something to say. So this is my profile, and a while back, some random like a relevant newbie YouTuber was saying that I can't give guides for liberals because my liberal win rate is not above 50%, and I think that's kind of like wrong, because I don't, you know, because I played fine those two liberal games. I normally play fine in my liberal games. I exceeded liberal in both games. I took 2 fastest out of my Geo guide in this game. So as you can see, I was playing very, very well. The guide was working very well. But in games like this with like fairly low elos, sometimes like inflated 1500s or 1600s can get in, just barely make the meet the requirement. And I think Rivestar might be one of these guys. I don't really know who he is. And he kind of threw both my games, and that's why I lost. My liberal win rate would probably be like much higher, like maybe like 55% and like 52% if it weren't for like newbies like Rivestar throwing my games. But it's whatever. I'm not mad at Rivestar or anything, you know, it happens. I was new once too. I just kind of accept that. You know, some newbies will throw. But, yeah, you know, it's okay. Rivestar, if you're watching, I suggest that you read, Iconic's guide. I don't really know where it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's right here. Iconic's guide. You should probably start this guide. It's for newer players. So yeah, I suggest you read both of these guides because they're for newbies. And then, you should also maybe subscribe to my YouTube channel. The games, my guides are for 1650 players, so they might be a bit too high for your skill level, but I'm planning to making some more guides for lower elos too, so I suggest that you subscribe to me and tune in for those. I think they could be really helpful for you and for players like him. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.